Hello friends, welcome to the lecture of Management Information System, and after this lecture we will be able to learn the following objectives. Explain the concept of MIS, understand the information management concept, define the framework in Management Information System, discuss the role and Management Information System, describe the MIS for a business organization, explain the needs of Management Information System. Let's start with the concept of Management Information System. A combination of computers and people that is used to provide information to aid in making decisions and managing a firm. The concept of Management Information System (MIS) has evolved a period of time comprising many different facets of the organizational function. MIS is necessity of all the organizations. The initial concept of MIS was to process data from the organization and presents it in the form of reports as regular intervals. The system was largely capable of handling the data from collection of processing. It was more impersonal, requiring each individual to pick and choose the processed data and use it for his requirements. This concept was further modified when distinction was made between data and information. The information is product of any analysis of data. This concept is similar to a raw material and finished products. What are needed are information and not a mass of data. However, the data can be analyzed in a number of ways, producing different shades and specification of information as a product. It was therefore demanded that the system concept should be an individual oriented, as each individual may have different orientation towards the information.
Management Information System is an integrated system that helps the management with relevant information to run the business effectively and efficiently. The core aim is to make raw data into useful information that helps in managerial decision-making. That being said, the functions of an MIS are data capturing, data storage, data processing, data and information distribution, prediction or forecasting, planning and control. Data capturing is the process of gathering data from various sources. This includes the following: customer touchpoints like stores and e-commerce sites, mobile shopping, self-checkout, etc. Output of one or more systems like sales, finance, market analysis, operations, etc., and from digital and social media sites. All data thus collected is stored in database or in data files. This data is also stored in various storage media like hard drives, DVD, etc. Cloud-based applications store data on virtual servers. Converting raw data into meaningful information is what experts call as data processing. This is an important function of MIS, as information is the core necessity for achieving competitive advantage. Distribution of the right information to the right person at the right time is termed as information distribution. The information could be in the form of a report, image, message, file, form, video or audio. To facilitate comparison, information is presented in the form of charts or tables or graphs. With the help of modern arithmetic, statistics or simulation, MIS can predict business using historical data as a base. Reports are generated based on the enterprise's needs. These reports help management to plan in advance. This enables each functional department to work efficiently. MIS helps in monitoring and tracking operations against organizational plans. The deviation between operations and the organizational plan is analyzed for exercising control. As discussed above, MIS has different functions that enable the management to function effectively and efficiently.
Management Information System compass a broad and complex topic. To make this topic more manageable, boundaries will be defined. First, because of the vast number of activities relating to the management information system, a total review is not possible. Likewise, where there were multiple effects in a similar area of development, many selected ones will be used to illustrate concepts. This is not to imply one effect is more important than another. Let us now discuss the concept management information system MIS. The concept of information in an organizational sense is more complex and difficult than the frequent use of this common word would suggest. Every society, no doubt, is an information society, and every organization is information organization. Therefore, information is basic resource like materials, money and personal. Information can be considered either as an abstract content, ideas, or as commodity, usually in the form of letters and reports. Essentially, therefore, information has become a critical resource just like energy, both of which are vital to the well-being of individuals and organizations in a modern world. Information is an unusual commodity, quite unlike most physical goods or consumer durables. Since it is intangible, it is often hard to enforce custody. For this simple reason, it is often crucial to highlight the significant differences between the resource and other when developing a management framework. Its content can be distinguished either by resource, internal or external, or by form numeric or non-numeric. MIS definition. The Management Information System MIS is a concept the last decade or two. It has been understood and described in a number of ways. It is also known as information system, the information and decision system, the computer-based information system. The MIS has more than one definition, some of which are given below. The MIS is defined as a system which provides information support for decision making in the organization. The MIS is defined as an integrated system of man and machine for providing the information to support the operations, the management and the decision making functions in the organization. The MIS is defined as a system based on database of the organization evolved for the purpose of providing information to the people in the organization. The MIS is defined as a computers based information system. In order to get a better grip on the activity of information processing, it is necessary to have formal system which should take care of following points: handling of voluminous data, confirmation of the validity data and transaction, complex processing of data and multi-dimensional analysis, quick search and retrieval. Management has long used of various budgeting techniques, simulation models and other tools to evaluate expected chances in the business. Without distracting from the importance of problem identification and analysis in management, the crux of management tasks is decision making. For every problem a manager faces, there is a right course of action. The management information system uses computers and communication technology to deal with these points of supreme importance. Now moving on to the next topic, we will study the information management concept. Information management has been defined as the organization-wide capability of creating, maintaining, retrieving, making immediately available the right information in the right place at the right time in the hands of right people at the lowest cost in the best media for use in decision making. In the same vein, best definition information management as the economic, efficient and effective coordination of the production, control, storage and retrieval and dissemination of information from external and internal sources in order to improve the performance of the organization. The rapid evolution of computer technology is expanding man's desire to obtain computer assistance in solving more and more complex problems. Problems which were considered solely in the domain of man's intuitive and judgmental processes, particularly in organizations a few years ago. It comprises the following functional elements which relate to the organization and its environments. Perception, initial entry of data, whether captured or generated into the organization. Recording, physical capture of data. Processing, transformation according to specific needs of organization. Transmission, the flaws which occurs in information system. Storage, presupposes some expected future use. A collection of people, procedures, a base of data and sometimes hardware and software that collects, processes, stores and communicates data from transaction processing at operational level and information to support management decision making.
Our world is full of lots of information. From your music playlist to your mobile phone contents, from your saved computer games to the details on your Facebook profile, from the information stored by your school to the data stored by your doctor. There's a lot of information, and it all needs to be stored, categorized, searched, and sorted. The amount of data that we store is growing at a tremendous rate. In fact, every day we create 2.5 quintillion bytes of data. So much that 90% of the digital data in the world today was created in just the last 2 years. That's the equivalent of a 60-foot high wall of iPads stretching from Edinburgh to Oman in the Middle East. How do we manage this massive increase in the data we store? We depend on information systems to help us create, control, store, find, and access this information. So what is an information system? An information system is a set of computer-based tools for collecting, storing, and processing data in our world. Businesses and other organizations rely on information systems to carry out and manage their operations, interact with their customers and suppliers, and compete in the marketplace. For instance, corporations use information systems to reach their potential customers with targeted messages over the web, to process financial accounts, and to manage their workforce. Governments use information systems to provide services cost effectively to citizens, to manage the economy, and to gather taxes. Digital goods, such as electronic books and software, and online services, such as auctions and social networking, are all provided by and operated by some kind of information system. A typical information system will have somewhere to store the data. Often this is a database. There will be a program which helps you use the data, and the program will have a user interface where you, the user, issue commands and receive the results. Information systems play a role in every aspect of your life. In our constantly connected digital world, it is important that you understand how information systems and the data they collect impact on everything that you do.
Problems with MIS. There is abundant evidence from numerous surveys conducted in developed countries, particularly in UK and USA, that existing MIS, often using advanced computer equipments, have had relatively little success in providing management with the information it needs. Reasons discovered including the following: lack of management involvement with the design of MIS, narrow or inappropriate emphasis of the computer system, undue concentration on low-level data processing application, particularly in the accounting area, poor appreciation by information specialists of management's true information required and of organizational problems, and lack of top management support. Characteristics of MIS. Following are the characteristics of MIS. Systems approach. The information system follows a system approach. Systems approach means taking a comprehensive view or a complete look at interlocking subsystem that operates within an organization. Management oriented. Management oriented characteristics of MIS implies that management actively directs the system development efforts. For planning of MIS, top-down approach should be followed. Need-based. MIS design should be as per the information needs of manager at different levels. Exception based. MIS should be developed on the exception based also, which means that in an abnormal situation there should be immediate reporting about the exceptional situation to the decision maker at required level. Long-term planning. MIS is developed over relatively long periods. A heavy element of planning should be involved. Subsystem concept. The MIS should be viewed as single entity, but it must be broken into digestible subsystems which are more meaningful. Let's know the meaning of framework and management information system. The information framework is basically representing the structure of an MIS. Reduce time to launch and streamline the service within between enterprises. It provides a common vocabulary and structure for service provider enterprise. Architects to analyze, map and refine these services between organizations, example the IT groups and the business and partners. Challenges addressed by the information framework. The information, communication and digital media industry infrastructures needs to be able introduce and withdraw converged new services quickly and at low cost. One of the core tools needed to address these challenges is a flexible and extensible information model. There were no suitable comprehensive information model publicly available that the industry could use, so it was necessary for telemanagement (TM) forum to produce an industry compatible model. Business wide view and common terminology, many services providers built a robust information model that span the complete data requirements in the converged world. The framework delivers data definitions and models to support the complete range business information in fast moving business environment. Inter and intra enterprises business activities, the use of the framework to provide terminology and a link to interface specification throughout a business supply and delivery network means that customers and suppliers can interact more efficiently and effectively. Roles of management information systems. The roles of MIS in an organization can be compared to the role of heart in the body. The information is the blood and MIS is the heart. In the body, the heart plays role of supplying pure blood to all the elements of body including the brain. The heart works faster and supplies more blood when needed. It regulates and controls the incoming impure blood, processes it and sends to the destination in the quantity needed. It fulfills the needs of blood supply to human body in normal course and also in crisis. The MIS plays exactly the same role in the organization. An appropriate data is collected from various sources, processed and sent further to all needy destinations. The system is expected to fulfill the information needs of an individual, a group of individual and management functionaries, the managers and the top management. There are many roles of MIS in management. These are the role of MIS in an organization can be compared to the role of heart in the body. The information is the blood and MIS is the heart. In the body, the heart plays the role of supplying pure blood to the elements of the body including the brain. The MIS plays exactly the same role in the organization. The system ensures that an appropriate data is collected from various sources, processed and sent further to all needy destinations. The system is expected to fulfill the information needs of an individual, a group of individuals, the management functionaries, the managers and the top management. The importance of MIS to management in all but the smallest organizations, management rarely observe operations directly. They attempt to make decisions, prepare plans and control activities by using information which they obtain from formal sources. For example, the organizations, MIS, and also by informal means such as face-to-face conversation, telephone calls, through social contacts, and so on. A management information system is generally thought of as an integrated user's machine system providing information to support organizations, management and decision making functions in an organization. The characteristics of MIS in practice include an information focus designed for managers in an organization, structure information flow. Managers need relevant information, which is information that increases their knowledge and reduces their uncertainty. Thus, it is usable by managers for its intended purpose. Without relevant information, no can function effectively. Impact of the management information system. Since the MIS plays a very important role in the organization, it creates an impact on the organization's function, performance and productivity. The impact of MIS on the functions is in its management. With a good support, the management of marketing, finance, production and personnel become more efficient. The tracking and monitoring of functional targets becomes easy. The functions managers are informed about progress, achievements and shortfalls in the probable trends in the various aspects of business. A well designed system with a focus on the manager makes an impact on the managerial efficiency. The fund and information motivates an enlightened manager to use variety of tools of the management. MIS for a business organization. Support the business process. Treats inputs as a request from the customers and outputs as services to customers. Supports current operations and use the system to influence further way of working. Support operations of a business organization. MIS supports operations of a business organization by giving timely information, maintaining an enhanced which provides flexibility in operations of organizations. To support decisions making. MIS supports the decision making by employee in their daily organizations. MIS also support managers in decision making to meet the goals and objectives of the organizations. Different mathematical models and IT tools are used for the purpose involving strategies to meet competitive needs. Information as an aid to decision making. Simon describes the process of decision making as comprising 4 steps: intelligence, design, choice and review. The intelligence stage compasses collection, classification, processing and presentation of data relating to organization and its environment. This is necessary to identify situations calling for decisions. During the decision stage, the decision maker outline alternative solutions, each of which involves a set of actions to be taken. Uses of MIS in management. It deals with transaction processing such as answering the questions, status of a particular record and variety of documents. It gives operational data for planning, scheduling and control. It helps in decision making and to correct an out of control situation. It helps mid management in short term planning, target setting and control the business functions. Needs of management information system. Most MIS solutions have management dashboards that allows owner and managers to see what is happening in the business in real time and to make fact based business decisions just as quickly instead of waiting weeks or months to correct problems that may have only grown larger and drained more profit during that time. The analysis provided by MIS enables management to pinpoint areas needing attention or correction. If we are in majority of commercial sheet fed operations that either has not implemented or print MIS solution or more likely has not fully and properly implemented it, the US panel says that correcting that situation should be at very top of our to-do list. And that panel was not talking about all too common scenario of the hodgepodge homegrown piecemeal MIS, but rather a fully functional, fully enabled system. It defined it as a fully implemented MIS used in daily production and business operations as opposed to a homegrown one that companies have built over the years, which are in fact nothing more than spreadsheet basically used for estimating and which all too often they are hopelessly out of date. MIS system options in essence are three basic levels of MIS systems: single with limited functions, multiple functions that cover 99% of printing companies' needs, and full systems that include dynamic scheduling, job imposition planning, and crucially job definition format JDF compatibility. Connectivity. Some MIS applications offer limited connectivity to external applications and equipments. In small printers, this may not matter as everyone will use the MIS for most of their job functions, with third-party applications limited to pre-press and the office productivity suite. In these cases, it does not matter if the MIS package has strong integration capabilities. In medium size, larger environments, multiple applications and multiple vendors are reality. In this case, the MIS has a crucial role to play, acting as the information hub of the shop, automatically sending and receiving data from the different software applications and equipments throughout the printer. For several years now, the high-end systems have provided the ability to integrate MIS directly with production equipments. One of the first applications to integrate with MIS was shop floor data collection SFDC using a different machine interface DMI. This technology simplifies SFDC was proving operation counts directly into the data collection system. Now, in the end, let us summarize what we have learned in this lecture. The initial concepts of MIS were to process data from organization and present in the form of reports as regular intervals. The information is a product of an analysis of data. This concept is similar to a raw material and the finished product. Management has long used various budgeting techniques, simulation models, and other tools to evaluate expected chances in the business. Information management has defined as the organization-wide capacity of creating, maintaining, retrieving, and making immediately available the right information in the right place at the right time in the hands of right people at the low cost in the best media for use in decision making. Information systems are becoming of ever greater interest in progressive and dynamic organizations. The needs to obtain access conveniently, quickly and economically makes it imperative to devise procedures for the creation, management and utilization of database in organizations.